Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Airplane 2, the sequel. And this movie came out in 1982 and it's a sequel to Airplane, a movie that I thoroughly enjoyed, and it's a fun comedy, and I haven't seen it in a while and I am definitely due for a rewatch, but I remember liking it a lot. And for the longest time I was always thinking to myself, what is this? Supposedly Airplane was just like a satire, and it's like a fun comedy that's a thriller, but then I look at the genre for this movie and it was listed as comedy slash sci-fi. I was like, okay, that's interesting. And it makes sense because most of this movie does take place in space. So that's probably why it says sci-fi. And this movie had me for the first 20 minutes, and there were funny visual gags in the first 20 minutes. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. A nice, unique angle that they're taking this. And I liked how things were being presented. I liked how things were being presented in the first 20 minutes. And there were some fun callbacks even. And I did like the tone of the movie. I liked how it was trying to capture the spirit of the first movie and just like keep going with that. And I thought that was a good idea. There were definitely funny moments that I enjoyed in the movie for sure. But after the first 20 minutes, it kind of lost me. I wouldn't say the first 20 minutes was necessarily perfect. There were a couple things here and there. I was like, not the best thing in the world, but I can forgive that. Like, there's a plastic baby in the first 20 minutes. I was like, that's pretty obviously a plastic baby, but I can forgive that. It's not really going to affect my rating overall, whether or not I think this is a good movie or a bad movie. And the music overall was fine. I don't even remember it. I just don't remember feeling one way or another about it. Once we got past the first 20 minutes, we got like a big flashback to like a court proceeding, and we were trying to figure out whether or not the main character was guilty or not. I was like, do we really need to see all of this? Like, we can already just piece together what happened in our heads as far as like what happened, but instead we have to see the whole thing, and that's where the movie started to lose me. And it's not just the fact that we're just seeing things that we don't necessarily need to see, but rather the comedy. It was just sex jokes, but on repeat forever. And there was no interesting angle. There was nothing fun or interesting happening. It was just these same jokes over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it was so boring. I wanted to shut the movie off so badly. And I remember there being sex jokes in the first movie, but I don't remember it hurting my experience this much. Like, I would need to go back to the first movie to really figure out my experience as to why the sex jokes in the first movie worked for me as to why they didn't in this one. But I also felt as though the elements that I appreciate about movies are found in the first movie from memory. Not so much in this one. Like, the visual effects don't really look all that great, and I was like fully checked out 45 minutes in because there was literally nothing for me there. And in terms of how things were presented from a technical standpoint, nothing there for me either. It was just a very repetitive movie with very slow pacing, and each passing minute felt like 2 minutes. And I will say this much, my one positive that I haven't said about the movie that it didn't come until like the third act was William Shatner. He was pretty funny in the movie. I thought he was like the best part, probably, maybe. It definitely got better once he came on screen, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to enjoy this more. Unfortunately, I can't say he saves the movie because for that to happen, he would have to make me say, oh, this is a good movie. Instead, he just like bumps it up a rating. And overall, I just found this movie to be very forgettable. There wasn't really much that it offered me, like I've said already. And I just can't really think of a standout moment or scene in this movie that makes me think, I want to come back to this. Instead, it's like, I'm glad I finally watched it, but at the same time, it wasn't a pleasant experience. So I can just check that off of the things that I've seen and decide whether or not I would see it again, and I will never see this movie again, probably. And that's about all I have to say about Airplane 2, the sequel. There's just not really much I have to say about it. It was just endless sex jokes, and there was just nothing there for me that I could really latch onto, and I just got really bored. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Airplane 2, the sequel, a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Airplane 2, the sequel, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Tangerine by Sean Baker. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.